So in this video, I'm going on a little photography adventure, trying to capture the peak of the autumn colors. And I'm also spending the night in my rooftop tent, setting up camp, making dinner. The camera of choice for this little trip is the Sony A7IV, paired with the 200-600 for some bird action, or hopefully some bird action, as well as the 14mm 1.8 G Master for some landscapes. As night falls, I end up walking through a really dark forest, chasing something far beyond what I came for. So good morning! I hope you had a good one since last time. So not very far from here, there's a sunflower field that attracts a lot of small birds, and I'm going there to hopefully capture some small birds. The small birds attracts the predators, and that's really why I'm going there, to hopefully catch some predators on camera. So when I arrived on this first location, I pretty much immediately felt that it was dead. A sunflower field like this can usually attract hundreds of goldfinches and sometimes even close to 1,000, but today it was completely empty. But after about 30 minutes of waiting, something as rare as a blue tit finally decided to show up. Well, first little encounter of a blue tit. It's pretty cool with some environmental shots too, so I need to stay positive. Like, not every shot needs to be a close-up portrait. Pretty nice fall look to the photo, so that's very nice. I think I'm done here, like no action really, and the days are getting shorter, so I need to try a new spot. Didn't really see much. A nice fall day in the sun at least. Let's find a new spot. So I absolutely love this place. I've been here quite a lot, and I actually visited here like 1 year ago, and I had the Canon 550D with me and shot a little POV thing. It was a bit earlier, and I haven't been here this late, like in October, and the leaves are still green. I think it's called beech trees, like bokträd. I think they are quite late in... It looks like it at least. Like, look how green it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Because when I drove with the car down here, on the other side of this nature reserve, it's like complete... All the leaves are kind of on the ground already, which makes it look pretty depressing compared to this. You can already hear some birds, so that's good. So, yeah, I want to take some cool landscapes with the super wide angle, but I also want to take some bird shots, of course. So I figured, where should we go first? I can see birds over there on the road. Let's go. So the birds are going crazy in here for some reason. And usually that is a sign of something. It could be like foxes, owls, maybe a sparrowhawk, I don't know. Now they stopped though, but that's usually a pretty good sign for us photographers, not really for them maybe. So this trail is pretty chaotic. Look at this. I guess the trail goes somewhere here, but so I think this is a pretty good spot to just sit and wait for a moment, because there was a lot of birds when I came here, a lot of blackbirds and nuthatches, and I think if I just sit down and wait for a moment, they might show themselves. And the good thing with here is that since the the trees has fallen, I can see quite far, so it's pretty open. Now I'm gonna wait here for a little moment. He posed in the wrong way, or looked at it in the wrong direction, but the colors, look at those colors. It's like vibrant and super colorful. I love that. I'm gonna give it 15 minutes. I'm gonna continue on my little walk, but usually 15 minutes is enough for them to kind of wake up again. But at least it's something. A squirrel. Hey buddy, come on. They're behind me. They burst behind me. Did I get anything? Oh, you. So beautiful. Now that the sun, like, it's shining into this forest, it's just gorgeous. Look at it. And since the birds don't really want to be photographed, I'm gonna switch to the ultra wide angle and grab some shots now when we have sun. But the sky is clearing up. That's weird, because according to the weather forecast, it's gonna be cloudy and a bit rain, and that is definitely not the case. So I'm happy. Like, forests like this, I think, deserves some sunlight, because it's really, especially when the sun is like shining through the leaves, it's just beautiful. I didn't really thought this through, because I need to carry this as well as this, and then the tripod you're watching through and the camera. So I kind of need to put this down somewhere. So I'm putting you down here, putting down a camouflaged lens in this. Might not be the best idea, but I just need to remember where I put it. Okay, let's put the aperture to something. I kind of like this angle. It doesn't look like fall, to be honest. It looks more like a spring shot. Okay, let's find something else. The thing is, I love using an ultra wide like this. There's just something about the photos with when you get everything in the shot. As much as it is nice, it's also incredibly tricky. Everything like around you needs to be beautiful, or you need to be very creative to get it to look good. Here, as you can see, it's a bit of a mess. Branches and dead trees everywhere, which is beautiful in its own way. But maybe it's not like visually pleasing on a photo. So an ultra wide angle in a forest like this is definitely tricky, but a lot of fun. And there's a lot of leaves falling. I can hear and see falling leaves like in every direction here. So this forest will probably be not a single leaf left in like a week or so. Then there's winter. Gray and boring. No, I like winter. I think it's quite nice. It has its own benefits for sure. Okay, so this shot here, look at the mossy stone with the leaves, and then we have this tree leading up to the sky. I'm gonna try a super, from the really frog perspective. I think it can look pretty cool. Okay, yeah, definitely. That is very nice. I like that we get the fall feeling with the leaves on the ground, and then we get kind of spring feeling in the top of the shot. Pretty cool. There we have him. Ah! Well, I've had worse afternoons. Okay, two best things about autumn or fall. No mosquitoes, and the air is finally fresh. It's cold. It's like when you have a cold and you have a stuffed nose, and then you use nose spray. You can like feel it open up, and then that's what it feels like. Am I addicted to nose spray? Yes, I am. Do I like it? Yes, I do. I'm sitting here in a beautiful, colorful, fall-y Sweden and talking about nose spray addiction. That's interesting. So I've decided that I'm gonna just walk into the forest again until I hear some birds. And then I'm gonna just sit down there and wait again. That's the plan. Blue sky, and I can see in this direction there's clouds coming in, so we'll probably need a higher ISO in a couple of minutes. The wind really started to pick up. I felt I'm gonna sit and wait for a while and just try to get some photos. Hope, like there's a little bit more activity here at least. got a photo that's not completely trash. Nice. The colors are just beautiful. We still have some greens in the leaves and some yellow. Really makes it folly, what do you call it? That was cute. I got two blue tits that are kind of interacting with each other. They're so cute. They're so small. They're on the ground now. Wow. I really like this shot of the blue tits. Squirrels. What is happening? The amount of activity now compared to like 2 hours ago. It's crazy. The activity kinda died. I guess they're not used to a human standing here in the middle of this forest. Well, let's get back to the car. This part of the video is sponsored by Gasell Adventure, and they're actually good friends of mine, and I've been having their rooftop tent on for I think it's 2 years now, and if you're a follower of the channel you've probably seen it on the car, but I haven't really made any camping videos with it, so here we are. And one of the main reasons I wanted a rooftop tent from the beginning is for how quick you can like pack it up and down and have a comfy bed ready, basically wherever you are here. So something I like with the tents from Gasell is that they have a hard shell. It looks very good on the car. It doesn't look like this weird big box thing that rooftop tents are known for. And something I also like about their tents is how well thought out they are. Like all of the details are where they're supposed to, and that is really personally something that I think is very important when you're buying stuff. Like the built-in LED strip that is inside of the tent, but you also have 2 LED strips outside here, so you get some nice light when you're cooking or doing stuff like that. So you're basically sleeping in a bed in the forest, and that is definitely one of the best things about a rooftop tent. So Gasell and I cooked up a great deal. So if you're ordering one of their tents and using my code, you will get either a tarp like this, or an Annex, or a Cloud mattress for free. You can find all of the information of the campaign down in the description, as well as all of the codes and everything you need to know is down there. So if you've been thinking of getting a rooftop tent, well, now is the time to do it, for sure. So, my friend Darek messaged me and said that check the sky and I see northern lights, and I am so freaking happy that I have the 14mm 1.8. It's like it's meant for these kind of stuff. So I just need to find a I don't know, somewhere to shoot. Yes, I'll see what I can do. I think I'm gonna try to find a spot by the lake so we can see north. But that's not always easy. Oh, there's... Okay, let's see, we're gonna use a 5-second timer. Try to focus on the stars. Okay, let's see. That does look really cool. Okay, so the clouds are rolling out, and that is freaking amazing. I want some spikes like pretty high up, since I have the 14mm. It's very, very wide, so I can see very high up in the sky, as you can see. Okay, let's go. That was definitely worth it. I'm cold, so I better get some sleep. See you tomorrow. Good night. This is beautiful. Okay, look at this. The fog on the lake, and I really love the stones out on the lake. I'm gonna try to catch some photos. Oh, we got some birds coming in. Look at that. Okay, where am I gonna frame you? I love this mood that we got here. Imagine a bird on one of those rocks. That would be a killer. Well, thank you so much for following along on this little photography adventure. And yeah, it's been fun. It's been cold, so I'm looking forward to a warm cup of coffee the second I get home. Thanks for being my company during this little trip, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.